Good afternoon, everyone. We're here at the soybean hives today. The Show Me Beekeeping Association club members are going to be going through the hives. We got quite a few members here today. Lee's going to be leading us, so he's the master beekeeper. We're going to see what we need to do with these hives. They're both strong. Number one hive is the strongest, but we're going to see if we need to pull some honey out and put some foundation frames in, if we need to switch to boxes. We're going to do a deep dive into these today, so we'll bring you along. Which one do you want to start with, Lee?
Start with this one.
Okay, we're going to start with the number two.
As heavy.
The number two hive.
If we need to just swap some frames out of that one into this one,
okay,
we'll leave it disheveled.
Get the lid off here for you. Oh, there's a lot of bees up here. Got your smoker? Make sure the queen's not here on the cover. Don't see her. There's a lot of bees on the inner cover. And a lot of bees down in the hole. You gotta go through the top box first, or you want to split it?
Taking off the entrance reducer.
Oh, he's taking out the entrance?
I don't think we're gonna need that.
They're bringing in quite a bit of pollen.
Yeah, I need to take mine off too. I was gonna do that today, but I just did not end up having time.
Get around here. Stand in front of this hive and get stung. Oh yeah.
Hello, ladies. I'm sure Mama's not up here.
I don't think either one of these are marked, are they, Gail? No. I don't see her on the top of the frames either.
I'm gonna shake these into here so I can not set so many bees on the ground.
If anybody's got any questions, just chime in. First frame has got honey on this side. Looks like it's full of nectar too.
How was that?
What was that? Oh, the inner cover.
Yeah, they're packing a lot of pollen over here.
Do they?
Hmm.
Get a picture of that real quick. Okay. You want your frame rest?
Yeah.
God, that thing's handy. Oh, and by the way, Gail, I am filming this time.
Okay. All right.
I forgot to hit the button last time we were out here.
Brood on this side, kind of little spotty.
I think this is an older frame and they're hatching out and she's backfilling as they're hatching. It could be a changing of the guard from the last of the winter bee brood to, yeah, they got them cleaned up waiting for her to lay.
All those cap things there, they're drone, right?
Nope, that's all
That's
worker
all.
brood.
Pardon me?
All worker brood. Those are all
That's,
female brood.
that's what I'm saying, that's all brood.
Yes. Yep, aside from these corners. The second frame in is brood. So either they're going to have a lot of brood in this box or they're off center.
Mine been off center. I don't know.
Yeah, mine are generally see any eggs. Looks like a lot of that just hatched really recently. Let's see. I don't see her, but I bet money she's up here somewhere. I bet if there's a frame that's got more hatched out. There's a queen cup, looks good.
Is there a queen cup already?
Empty, and we're gonna
Down there. Okay.
We're gonna nix that queen cup because if we reverse them, I don't want that down there. Not that they generally build swarm cells in the bottom, but no way to get it.
So you just sort of sliced it open. You
Yeah,
didn't really
I just tear it open so it's no longer viable to use, and they'll come by and clean
Rebuild it.
up. Sometimes. Oh, sometimes. 2 frames of brood.
Wow.
No, that's just.
No, that's just
her
I
queen
just
now.
saw it on the
Well,
end.
there is a. I found this over here.
Still don't see any eggs. No, they're just calm and lovely as can be. Except that one. Yeah. Oh, yep.
Anything in it?
No. There shouldn't be yet.
Yeah, shouldn't be.
Marking up the wrong tree. Bet she's gonna be on one of these next couple. So I'll probably be wrong. We've got milk brood and eggs on this frame, it looks like.
All those empty cells are those brood that's hatched.
Yep, it's hatched, and some of them she's relayed, some of them she hasn't.
Some of them got the little white egg down in there.
Yeah, I thought I saw some eggs, and there's definitely 3 to 4-day-old larvas in some of them. It's a really good representation of a lot of different stages of brood there.
Mind if I get close?
Sure.
See
I
if
don't
I
really
can-
know how to hold it well. You might have somebody else hold it in the.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not
Yeah, I
much
got
of a
some of
fan.
it, I think, but we'll see when I edit it.
Good frame of brood. It's 4 frames.
In the cup.
I don't see her, but every year it seems like you got to train your eye again.
It feels like she's close.
And they're so calm. They're not really moving. They're not even going anywhere. They're just all doing their little in-house jobs.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah.
That's not usually the way it works.
Right.
This is how they should be. This time of year, there's more honey in this frame. And brood.
There she is, right over here.
All right.
Where you got her?
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
there she is. She got her head down the.
Big old mama.
Where is she? I don't see her.
Right here.
Oh,
Oh, yep,
okay.
there she is.
Nice looking queen. Well, she's doing a good job.
She's fantastic. Yeah, doing a fantastic job.
Did we ever find out if they're going to split these and take some up to Columbia?
Yeah, eventually we will. And they're gonna be prime candidates for it too.
They told me they ordered equipment for the Bay farm and they're gonna put some bees up there.
Okay.
Alright, so
She's right here, Lee.
Still got mama.
I was keeping an eye on her for you. That's smoke.
one of the biggest problems I have with beekeeping is where in the hell do you put your smoker down so you're not eating the thing?
I usually put it about 12 feet away, and I forget to use it until I get stung a few times, then I'll get it back.
That's not quite a frame of brood, but it's, oh, it's all pollen. Looks like she's laying. Little cluster, right? Yep, there's a few eggs in there, it looks like.
So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames of brood.
That's all those she's been laying. It's all brood now. It's all eggs. Yep, oh yeah, there's all kinds of grub brood there. She's blown up. So that's, yeah, this will be 6 frames.
Yeah. Because you said the second frame in started with the brood.
Uh-huh. They're in good shape.
Wonder what she's got in the bottom.
When you put that frame back in, how do you make sure you don't squeeze her on that other frame that you just put in? You just take a chance on
A
it?
little bit of luck.
Just hope.
And just
You
hope.
move it in slow. You move it in nice and slow. You scoot it in till it's just about to pinch them. And those bees that are on this bar here, which she shouldn't be, but again, they'll feel that frame and they'll scurry out of the way, and sometimes they won't.
There's an article in the Bee magazine that says a good hive inspection should be like a symphony, just slow, careful, elegant, and somehow my hive inspections are never quite like that.
Unless you're a commercial beekeeper. Them guys are like, oh yeah, slapping lids on, hammering on them.
Yeah, that's got quite a bit of honey on
Yeah,
this
that
It
side.
does. Honey and bee bread.
Okay, so we got 6 frames of brood and
So they are a
4
little
with
bit
honey and pollen and bee
Yeah,
bread.
they're in just such phenomenal shape. I might move. This was the outer frame. I might move it here next to and then just scoot everything down and plop this one in. That way they're more even. I don't mind them being a frame off. But this has got more open space in it.
Let me hold that for you.
Yeah, if you don't mind. What I'm seeing right now is this hive needs to be reversed. 'Cause we're 6 frames in. Okay. 6 frames of brood in a 10 frame box on March 29th is not bad at all.
You gonna pull another one of those frames over or not?
No, I don't think so. We'll leave them some extra resources on this side. We'll put that fat one over here. Because we're gonna reverse them, so it's really, it'll even it out.
Got it? I was in my Algoa hive Monday, I guess it was, and they were bringing in a bunch of red pollen. Anybody know what that is?
It's the henbit, the little purple flowers
Okay.
right now. I
Good.
actually
Could
took
be
pictures
maple.
of mine the other
Yeah.
day, or today.
I mean, it's bright red, and they're all over their
Yep.
top of their head and their thorax.
Yep. I took pictures of them today on top there on it.
I had sent that out.
Yeah,
the
it's
bee
been a
things,
while.
and then I
Yeah.
forgot to tell people that
Yes.
flower, and they know exactly
What it is, yeah, what they're bringing in.
I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna sit the top box on it.
Okay.
Kind of cattywampus.
I was gonna say, I'm more than happy to smoke or whatever you
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind picking up the smoker, I was wondering if I would need it. It would be pretty calm.
Oh, look at them bees in the bottom. Put that comb in that.
I was trying to take that in between the boxes burr comb off, because that makes it, when you're trying to move frames around, they're stuck to the bottom. It really makes them angry. Come on, Mom. I know. You've got all the room you need.
Is that one heavy too?
That's what we want. Space for rent that they didn't know they had. It's not white, but it's gonna have, I just want to see if there's any brood in it.
We got a purple-eyed shed.
A little bit of honey. Yep, this is awesome. This is what you want. Oh, if you don't mind. Sure. You just leaned it against the box. That box is just a few minutes away from being the top box. That was mostly empty. I just want to see if there's any brood down here already. I don't think there is. But yep, she's so hard, she's laying down here. Nice, Mama. You are just going gangbusters, aren't you? There's no cat brood.
But it's laid up with eggs.
There's some larval brood.
That's all the white stuff that you see down there. So
Yeah.
So that's pollen there.
That's pollen.
It's more chalky.
There's too many bees over there. It's
And
not
there are eggs in this frame. She just started laying here. If you look down in there, you see the little grubs
Yeah.
in the middle here.
Yeah.
And then below that, there's some milk brood. And then there's a few open cells that she hasn't laid in. Oh, sure. I don't see. This is all empty space.
Look at the pollen on the bees.
She has not been over here. It's probably going to become the outer frame. So she is laying in the bottom box, some, at least on one frame. Two frames.
Another frame of brood.
Yep, milk brood.
That's one of those plastics, though.
Yeah.
Plastic, whatever.
Being new, I'm not familiar with the term milk breed.
It looks like there's a little spit in the bottom of some of these cells, like they're wet. It's
Mhm.
kind of got a milky color to
I
it.
see that, yeah. So that's what you call it.
I don't know if that's a technical term or not. That's what we've always called it.
That's good enough for me.
I understand what I'm saying. Saying what I say, it doesn't mean anyone else does, but it keeps me in line. Guess I should, yeah, kind of talk through what I'm seeing there a little better. Come on. Two frames. They do have this brood down pretty well. It's been a while since
Yeah.
been in
Yeah.
the bottom box.
We didn't get in it at all
Yeah, and that's
last fall.
what you want. There's open space. That's a, oh, she is just chugging. There's eggs in the top of that too. Not the whole frame though.
And it's 3 frames, 4 frames.
That's frame 3, I think it's got.
Yeah, because I've got one over here that's
I don't think that other one does, but it might have a little pollen, no eggs, good open space. Next one looks wide open too, so she's just in the last. I mean, there's not even cat brood down here yet. She's just starting to lay down, which is perfect because we can give her all these open frames, and then she'll just blow this thing up, and then next time you come back, you make your splits and take them to Columbia.
So we'll be back on the meeting night. It's 2 weeks from today.
The 13th.
Yeah, that looks like we're bringing in nectar. Beautiful. Not much, but a little. That's empty space though. That's several frames of empty space. Not much in that box.
It seems like they have a
I
lot
was
of
gonna say
them.
it's pretty.
That's usually what it looks like this time of year. There's not much going on in the bottom box. Yep, tons of open room. Open range. Ugly frames.
You got a little work to do there too, don't you?
Yeah. No brood in that one. There's more, there's honey in these 2 frames here I can see, so we're not going to move them. Do this here. I'm real happy pushing that in there. Now we're going to migrate.
The brood to the center.
Yep. We're going to stuff that frame of resources on the outside. Okay, thank you. This box fits tighter than the other. Just there we go. Now the fun part.
Extra hands for this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pick this one up off the stand, and I'll put this one on.
I'm happy to help. After doing it this weekend, I've got it.
Pick this one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me make sure it's gonna break clean. All right.
Nice to have extra help, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna be doing this by myself tomorrow. All right, now put that one on top.
Well, that might be the challenge. Good.
Nobody needs to see that.
Nah, it's on video.
All right, now we.
We won't mention what it was.
No bees were harmed in the filming of this.
Video.
Inner covers have got little notches for openings.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be nice.
a lot of them do. Take your router. Find your neighbor
Yeah.
with a router.
We have a router. That might actually be an idea.
Okay, so nice reversal and bag 2.
Bought ourselves some time. Not that I thought we
So
were
what do you
close.
think, Lee, as far as how long before these are going
I'd say come back and look at them in a week, 10 days. I'd say 10 days, and then see what they're doing. You know,
So we'll need to do one before the
Yeah.
meeting next time, you
when is
think?
the next meeting?
The 13th. It's about
14 days from today.
Oh, we can probably do it in 2 weeks. Might be real exciting then.
Okay.
There might be.
Was 3 queen cups. So
Might be Queen Cells Galore.
Do we, I should say, does the soybean association have nukes to put them in, or do you split them into nukes?
They do have
Lee?
new equipment, so they've got some brood boxes.
I'd probably split them into the new equipment since that's what they have. Just put them in a single deep to start out with some foundation, maybe a feeder. They shouldn't need a feeder though because they're going to be split at a prime time for nectar flow. And I would just split them in, you know, maybe even make a 6-frame split as strong as these are. 10-frame equipment. That'll keep these ladies carrying right along. No break in the queen.
What types of splits do you do? Do you do a walkaway split or a
Yeah.
flyback, or how do you?
I almost always do walkaway splits. I've got a convenient place to take them to do it. And I almost always do walkaway splits.
When you take them away, do you take them to the queen with it, or do you leave the queen in the old spot?
I leave the queen in the old hive since I'm
Okay.
worried about honey production. She stays hopefully her entire life in the same hive, but sometimes they get ahead of you and you got to pull her.
Okay.
Want a frame rest for that?
Yeah, I'll slide it in right here when I get this out, if I get this out.
Looks like it's
Good, honey.
stuck to the.
Yeah, they built a bunch of bridge coat. I'll fix it though. Oh yeah, nice and messy. Rolled all kinds of bees. Yeah, and this is probably one of the aftermath of some of last year's.
Yeah, fiasco
Crazy.
we had with the crazy comb
Yeah.
in this hive, especially.
Got a bee in my pants.
I love it that you're so calm when there's a bee in your pants.
Well, it doesn't do any good to be jumping around.
They won't. They won't eat much in there.
Oh, that's got a nice bunch of honey on this side.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of drone brood or something there on the bottom.
There was some drone brood in this one the last
We
time.
recently opened it up.
And
In between, there was
yeah, in between the boxes there was some drone brood.
Don't mind the bees in my trousers, but they gotta stay below the knee. Yeah, they got so much bridge.
Yeah,
foam, all that
that's what they
drone
had the
brood.
last time.
Yeah.
We scraped it off the top, but we didn't get it off the bottom of the frames because we didn't pull them out.
All that damn.
Yeah, there's a good video, a good picture there of some ripping open.
Yeah.
drone brood.
Great time to do a little mite check.
Yeah, we did that the last time. I didn't see any.
Show down
All those broken brood there,
Yep, these are drone larvae.
drone larvae.
And a
You
great
wanna-
way to do a quick mite check is to look on the drone brood, since they're the preferred incubator for the varroa mite, and look and see if you see like a little tick on them.
I had my top box off the other day and I had a bunch of them.
And
Several of
typically
them.
that's on the bottom of the top box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of put drone brood anywhere they can. It seems like it's usually on the periphery of the frames, if you got wonky frames. So there's a lot of pollen on this side, so I assume there's brood in the next one. Oh my. Yeah, would someone want to take this frame and cut that off? Anyone else have a hot
Yeah,
tool?
I might have to.
Yeah, I didn't bring one down. I couldn't find mine in my
I have
vehicle.
one I
I'll
can-
break this next one over, Gail, and I'll hand you my hot tool. There you go.
Here, I'll put this around so you can see.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna want to fix that.
Yeah. Wow.
There's eggs. Some eggs. Eggs. Ugly, ugly drone comb. I wonder if there's too much space between these boxes. Look at all the boxes.
So that just needs to be pulled out of there and gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a great way to mess things up.
Because we had a whole.
I'm gonna take that one for you.
There's some drones.
Okay.
Catch drones. I don't see Mama on this frame, but
You want me to hold it for you so you can.
All right.
Okay.
I'll trade you. Gail, you got the queen spot in the eye of the day. You're batting 1,000 so far.
Okay.
You want to put that one back in?
Yep.
That's upside
Not
down.
upside down, it don't. So we had 2 frames of honey in this. There you go, lady. It's warm enough. I think I can. If I can get them that far, I can get them. It's just
There's a drone if you want to take a
dang
picture.
drones.
Okay. There's a screwdriver if you want to use that to prime
Oh,
over.
that's
Here.
handy.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah. I think I got some in there.
These puffed out,
Okay. There's
puffed out shells there, that's drone shells,
Yep.
isn't it?
So this comb has had a storied past and been kind of messed up at times, so they just put a lot of drone cells in it. I still don't see it. Professional queen inquiry. I'll break the next one.
I see quite a few.
There's a baby bee right there. Somebody want to see it? See this one that's real furry?
Nope. Yep.
All stages of life.
I'm gonna set this back in there.
Yeah. The other bad thing about all this bird combs, you could easily miss a viable queen cell. Hot damn, there's a swarm cell right there. And we play a game of spot with the viable queen cup. No, you hardly can't because this is such a cluster.
Yeah,
If there's a queen cup, I would imagine right there.
yeah, I see it.
And it's got jelly in it right there. And that's not good.
So this one may need some more attention before.
I think it's just going to need like the last one reversed. But we'll see what the bottom box holds.
So you just basically just push that
Do
open
you want
and
to
they
leave
take
that
care of
queen
it.
cell on there then?
No, we're going to try to destroy that, and Gail's is doing a good job of mitigating all that anyway with her drone comb. But that's a great, I mean, that's about as good as example as you could get right there. You know, it's so easy to miss a viable queen cup there because there's so much going on. It's ugly, and when you're trying to do a quick swarm inspection, that's not what you want to have to go through. That's 4 frames of brood, correct? 3.
Well, she's got the
Well, she got the
fourth.
fourth one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna need a ton of work to get all this cleaned up, but I have not seen a varroa mite on any of these.
That's a purple-eyed drone there. You want to see it? There he is. That's what they call a purple-eyed drone. It's
She could be
getting. That's a sign to start grafting your queens when you start seeing purple-eyed drones.
eggs, there's all kinds of all cycles of brood. I don't see her yet. They're just honey bound in this top box. We're gonna make this. There's brood on this one. And eggs and we're ready to go.
There's another one. Go back in there.
Yep. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through every frame up here because I don't want any of that nasty, wonky stuff left. These aren't too bad, really.
Well, here's another cub. He's looking here.
They're not too terrible. No, they didn't have like this dang drone comb on. Excuse me. I know, ladies. This is a little more invasive than you'd like.
I'm just putting all this gooey stuff in your.
That's fine.
In your
I'll put it.
jug.
I'll put it in the freezer and
Yeah, some of them are gonna.
Yep.
Some of them could hatch out.
Yeah.
Wayward drones.
Drones, drones, drones.
You got a drone there.
Plenty of drone comb.
Okay.
But this is gonna be such a nice, clean.
Now look at all the drones in the bottom.
Clean the top bars off the bottom box. Go through it real quick. It'll be cleaned up. Yeah, there's some drones that are alive that hadn't hatched yet. Or had just hatched. I mean, that's.
Seems like she's 3 pounders.
Ooh, that one's heavy.
Beautiful frame. Beautiful frame.
This one's got a lot on it too.
Yeah, and then those are honey as well. So we're gonna put everything back as is. Since we only have 2 hives and they're both in good shape and we're gonna reverse them, I would just leave these resources be because it's never gonna hurt to have them in here. If we need to come back and rob some for hives or anything else, you know, we can grab and go when we make splits. This is good, in good shape, yeah.
This is heavy.
Yeah, oh, it really is.
That's a full one, isn't it?
And you get that?
See if I can drop it. I'm gonna put that one on the outside.
Okay.
Put this one in this position.
Did these have drone comb on the bottom of them?
No, whatever we're lost for the most part.
Now they're in pretty good shape. And we only had 5 frames of brood, 4 frames of brood in this box. That was about all the space they had. And you could, if you had space, if you had drawn frames you wanted to give them, we could give them some of that comb, but really, what are we gonna do with the frames that we take? We don't have any place to go with them, really.
They got a freezer up there, don't they?
We have a tub, but we don't.
There was a chest freezer in the
Yeah, I'm not sure that they want us to do that.
with just the honey in it.
I don't think we're getting stung.
Oh, it'll happen. Usually happens doing stuff like this, pinching them on accident.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna get aggravated as I roll a bunch down.
They've been pretty good though.
Yeah, for all we've
Yeah,
done.
it seems like usually when you just crunch up all these, kill all these larvae.
I mean, they're not even really bumping me too much.
No, they're just wound up. Really.
They pop you occasionally, but that's
Yeah, here, yeah, I'll put that on top just to
Okay.
keep them
Okay.
entertained.
These, and then we can slide this.
Crack this sucker loose. Get the bees out of the hand grip. That's a great way to get stung right there. Right there. Prime time. Get stung. Start a fire with the smoker.
You know, at least it's wet right now, so hopefully not too much.
Yeah, right.
Now we need to.
So where you want to scrape that off before we start?
Yep. Because they're just going to be trying to come back up there and clean it up while we're working. It's just going to be a cloud of bees constantly fighting us.
There's your bucket.
We'll do this kind of quick before they all start coming back up. I have not seen a varroa mite yet.
Well, we did did we do 2 rounds of Apricot?
I think so. I think so. Oop. Just peel a little bit off the top of that frame. That's okay. You might have to, some of that ain't gonna stick.
There we go.
Yeah. This is not ideal, but it is very necessary. I think that cleans that up pretty well. See all them bees that got mashed in there? That's a great way to make them angry. Yeah, you might have to just grab that with your hands. Oh, smoke the hell out of me. I see drone brood down here. That just carried down, and she's actually. Right. Yeah, if they were honey bound, like if both boxes were full, I'd say we pull and freeze frame. We'll see. Not happy with me there.
Got one in your veil?
Oh, yeah, there's two. There's two. I'm trying to figure out where they're coming in from.
Well, I didn't zip my veil up. I'm surprised I don't have any in mine.
That frame's
Did you say that was second frame of honey?
it's kind of a crappy frame with some pollen, and then there's.
This got brood on this side. I mean, a big patch of cat brood.
Big patch of open brood.
No, cat brood that I see.
Oh, good. Damn.
You probably ought to be looking for the queen, huh?
Yep. That's what I'm doing here.
Get over here where that sun's
That's just some burr comb. See how they got it all drawn down there?
So you don't worry about that.
We'll probably cut it off since it's got a bunch of drone cells in it. I feel like there's too much space between the frames in this hive.
There's another baby bee.
Yeah. Oh no, not at all. You gotta hold that food. I gotta be. I made it above my knee there. Gotta snuff her out. And usually you don't have this problem. See, they fall on the ground there and there's all that honey.
Start crawling.
So they crawl in. I do this at my house in Crocs all the time. Rarely have any problem. I know, ladies. You can have it in here today. Eggs, open space. She's got to be.
That's like an inch of comb down there.
Huh?
It's like an inch of comb on the bottom of it.
Yeah. I said that. I don't know if the space is what messed up
Well,
or
here's
what.
the queen.
Oh.
There she is. I see.
For Tuesday.
Lee missed it the first
Right
one.
there. Biggest or something. Yep.
I usually don't look too hard for her as long as I have eggs.
That's usually what we do. Is like try not to
Put
even
it
mess
back
with
in.
You want a clip?
Yeah, we've got plenty of brood. She's been forced down. We're lucky we only had one. Probably surprising we had one.
Under,
Because,
under several
she's
minutes.
been laying like a freight train. But they know what time of year it is.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They know that
There you go. There's a good shot.
it's a little early on
Where
the
is she?
form.
Right in the middle. Yep.
Yep. Got her. You want to clip her?
Smoke a root.
Want to put her in the clip?
I'll
or
pull
not?
this next frame out and we'll put her back.
Okay. Well, did you want to take that comb off of that one or not? Since she's on there, probably not.
Yeah, we can mess with that next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had been on the one that had all the boats on it.
Got some open space here. There's eggs there though.
Drone brood up top.
Yes. Yep. Oh, I can choose a big
All right, Gail, you want to throw her back in?
color, different color and longer.
Okay, right in here.
We're gonna have to go through these before the meeting. These bees are gonna be gone. Yeah. They know what time of year it is, but it's coming up on that time for the first swarm. And this is gonna be one of them candidates. There's a lot of open space down here, but it's mostly got eggs in it. Did you put her here, Gail?
Yes.
That's honey.
She's on the fourth one then, next to the A frame.
One bug and 50,000. That was a big
So
difference.
you think there's a good chance this frame will swarm again?
There's a good chance they're gonna try it, but we're not gonna let them.
Well, look at the brood on this side.
Eggs.
We're gonna have a lot more bees in there real quick.
Yep. Yeah, would you like to work your magic? Just a couple queen cups. Oh. Huh?
Anything in them?
Yeah, it was wet. I don't see an egg though. Unless that was an egg right there. It may have had an egg in it. Man, this one's exciting. All kinds of good stuff going on. This is one of those that's a conundrum. Like you could make a split today. I wouldn't. I would just give them space, but they don't. Yeah, I'd say first week of April, definitely. You could do it.
Yeah.
If they're not, I want them to be crammed full. That way, they're gonna, they've got all kinds of peripheral room there that doesn't have any honey in it. And we put that on top, they'll start putting nectar in there. These bees hatch out. They're gonna get even stronger. And that's like your tipping point. They're gonna be bringing in nectar. They're not gonna have any place to put it in the hive. They're gonna have all kinds of stores in the hive though. And they're gonna get swarmy, but you go in and make your splits and you keep them happy, and they're, you're making bees and you're making honey.
Right.
But the timing is so important. But this is gonna have to be gone through like in a week. probably make the split in next week. Yeah, she has just done a phenomenal job. Honestly, this should have been the top box. There's just so many those crappy frames didn't have much. They draw them, they put honey in them, but they're not good for worker brood,
Do you still think a reversal is what we need to do here?
Yeah. This should be on the top anyway. It's much better comb in those poorer frames. There's not very many poor frames, but they're not drawn out well enough for them to put worker brood in. So they're just like, huh.
Thinking about Kathy's presentation about trying to work some new frames in.
This would not be the hive to do it on.
Yeah.
There's no brood in this one, thank God. Got 2 frames of honey. Well, that's mostly pollen, but there's a lot of honey. So yeah, if you wanted to pull a couple frames out and freeze them, you could pull these 2 frames of honey out. Sure. Give them the foundation, but if we don't get a nectar flow in the next week, they're just frames of nothing anyway.
I never know, is that giving them something to do to give them a foundation or two to work on? Or?
Just depends on the timing. Because if they give them foundation, they're swarming, you give them foundation, but they don't have a good nectar flow, it might as well just be the walls of the hive. You just turn them into 8-frame equipment. Because they will swarm in times of, like rain. You get a week of rain in the spring, they get real swarmy in a hurry. It doesn't matter how much, if you had foundation. If they have open cells though, if you had drawn comb, I'd say we swap. We don't have any drawn comb.
No.
So this is gonna buy us time, not near as much time as we bought it. Now, that one was like right on par with what I was expecting to see this time of year. This one is pretty crazy.
The whole gathered on your chest there, Mike.
Oh.
The little yellow logo.
They see the bee there. They think that's their queen, I guess.
It's gonna take them a day or two just to clean all this mess we just made here.
Well, that's good. Give them something to do.
That's give them something to do, yeah. And just like that.
You have all kinds of things on your back.
Yeah, they're just confused and hanging around. All right, now we're gonna make the swap.
Okay. You want me to-
Someone wants to pull the inner cover.
Got the inner cover.
Oh, if someone wants to grab this box, it's still gonna be pretty heavy.
Got it.
Got it?
Look at all the bees on the bottom board.
Yeah, we did knock down quite
Ready?
I about got that lined up pretty well. Yep, throw her on there. There's not a ton of...
Here's your inner cover, Lee.
Thank you.
A lot of bees in the front. Oh, we need to pull that excluder too.
Yep. Yeah, if we had the right stuff to give them today, I'd say, yeah, you could make a divide. We made divides in March before, but I'm leery to give them foundation this time of year. If we don't get a good nectar flow, then they're just, like I said, you just made the 10-frame equipment 8-frame equipment, and they'll still get swarmy. Or worse, you made it less than 8-frame.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be okay. We're gonna have some nice weather though. There is some open space up here. They'll backfill, they'll clean up, and then next week we'll probably make a split out of them.
Okay. All right. If you want to pick the day, maybe I'll see if they can bring some of that equipment that they just.
Yeah, that'd be perfect, and I'll see if I can time it to where I'll see what Pete's got going on. 'Cause he's gonna pick up some of my hives, take them to his house. We can pick it up.
We don't have hive stands built yet. So
I'll
we
throw a
have-
pallet down.
Okay.
Yeah. Pallets for such an occasion, ready to go. Oh.
doing here?
They don't seem to pay attention to it. Yeah. I'll open up that summer. They'll fly out.
And make sure the queen didn't somehow,
Come out the front.
yeah, end up here somewhere, because we did smoke them down pretty good.
They were heavy on the front before we moved the boxes.
I figured as much. I always worry,
Yeah.
but nah, she's probably in good shape. All right, ladies.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some.
This base that I got, I just bought one of those bases. It's got the sliding tray. Is that just more or less to pull out and clean off? Or?
Yeah, it's good for, you can look for mite drop when you treat for varroa mites and stuff.
Well, it's in one of these white cardboard boxes. It's got all these checkers in it.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you put that?
Well,
But it don't fit on top of that black tray.
oh, it doesn't.
Do you want to
It fits,
pull
but it won't
those
slide in.
trays out? I cleaned them the last time.
To fit in the tray, I would imagine.
It's supposed to be under the screen.
Yes.
Can you get it?
So you
I
might
got a
fall
smaller
through the
screwdriver if
screen
you
on
need it.
your checkerboard.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of different inserts you can get. That is a
I
strong.
like this for a couple reasons. You can, like you can look down here, you can kind of see if they're centered or not.
A lot of wax
There's a
tapping, some
lot
pollen.
a lot of pollen got dropped, and then I like to really scrutinize and see if I see any mites, then I know I got mites.
Yeah. I looked the last time and I didn't see any mites on it, the board.
You can also see if there's poop, like small hive beetle
And,
poop.
and I didn't see any hive beetle either.
Yeah.
Hell, there ain't no room in there for a hive beetle to live.
The bees they're strong enough that they're going to keep the hive beetle
Yeah.
out.
They're barely.
You can see kind of some of the different colored pollen, like that red henbit pollen we were talking about, and but I do not see any worrisome things down here.
Well, they said they wanted their bees to live. I don't think they could be in any better shape than they're in.
Yeah, that's great.
I've got a hive that I've finally taken down. It's a week now.
Mm-hmm.
I've finally taken down to just one.
Yep.
box. And that's
You wanna
30
pull this other one too?
The comb that's in there is all empty. There's nothing in it. Does that
Or not?
mean it probably don't have
You want to pull this one?
No, because there's
no
so many
brood?
bees there.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know why, but there was bees on top of that one the last time.
Yeah, I don't want to encourage them. I feel like they're all going to run in as soon as we get
The
them
entrance
out.
was clogged up. It was so thick.
Well, I think I'm going to close out the
They
video.
got robbed out. Are there bees in it though?
Well, there's some bees in
We'll
there.
see you at the meeting on the 13th, and I'll be posting this here before long, so if you all want to go through it and kind of see maybe some of the stuff you missed. Thanks for watching.
Good.